I'm talking to Sophia today from the Fine Tuned Wardrobe. Sophia, tell us a bit more about yourself and what you do.
Thank you for having me. I'm Sophia, founder of Fine Tuned Wardrobe. I'm a sustainable stylist with a little bit of a difference. I really work on the inner person rather than just what you put on your body. I'm all about empowering women to dress in what they love and dress for success. I want women to enjoy getting dressed and not think of it as secondary. I want your bodies to be the armor, the clothes to be the armor that you wear to really make you stand that bit taller and above the rest. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I do. It does broaden out because I offer different packages and things like that. And a lot of what I do, I guess, tears me a little bit apart is that I help you then help others as well through charity work.
Amazing, Sophia. Sophia, how did you get to this point? Tell us a little bit more about your journey.
So I think the reason why I'm so passionate about what I do is because I've gone through the journey, as it were. Um, I started fine-tuned wardrobe after a harrowing time that I went through really bad postnatal depression. I lost my confidence, I lost my sense of identity, and I was just really I didn't know how to dress for this new body and this new lifestyle that had just fallen on my lap. Even though, we're pregnant for 9 months and we know it's coming, but there's nothing that prepares you for it when it actually happens. So, yeah, I was really lost. After I got better through a lot of therapy and a lot of hard work, I was like, there must be other women that feel the way that I do. There must be other women that are just lost within themselves and feel like they should be like everybody else, dress like every other mum. And I was like, I want to help those women. So I set up Fine Tuned Wardrobe. With that being said, I had a history in my 20s of being an addict to fast fashion. I was always buying and never really happy because I never found my own style because I was always just consuming and consuming. After I had my daughter, I started, you know, dipping my foot in to sustainability. And with sustainability, like a lot of things, once you've seen it, like the impacts of fast fashion and all of that, you can't unsee it. So I knew that when I set up Fine Tune Wardrobe, I needed to have some synergy through sustainability and empowering women. Um, then came Fine Tuned Wardrobe, was birthed, as it were.
Sophia, I remember reading on your website that if we gave our clothes 9 months more of life, it would
Mm,
save the planet 5 billion pounds in resources. Is that correct? So that is a
absolutely.
massive thing. How do you help your clients? How does it work with a sustainable angle?
A sustainable angle is that I don't take you out shopping. That is one of the things that I'm really proud of to offer my clients. It's a lot of stylists take you out shopping. I work with the things that you love in your wardrobe. So we really harness what you love, how you want to feel in those clothes, what's your lifestyle like. All of those things help me to negate exactly where you want to go, where you want to be, how you want to show up. And I use those clothes in your wardrobe to make up new to you outfits, keeping it sustainable, using what you've got, because the most sustainable thing out there is already hanging in our wardrobes. We don't need to go and buy sustainability. The way that it works, anything that's missing, any gaps that you have, because sometimes we don't know what gaps we've got because we've got just way too much. We've got way too much, but yet we still wear that little small slither in our wardrobes. So what I do is any gaps that are missing, I help you find them sustainably as well, always first. So that's through links through eBay, Vinted, Vestiaire, Depop, all of those. Or if you're local to me, I'll find, or even if you're not actually, because I've just had a client in Tokyo, and I found pre-loved stores near her address that now she's using. So no matter where you are in the world, I can help you get more onto a sustainable path using what is already in circulation.
And Sophia, of course, when you have a client in Tokyo, it means that you can do the whole thing via Zoom, which
Yeah,
I love.
yeah.
Sophia, what do you think is the thing that motivates you most?
Oh, I love this question. The women that I work with, honestly, it gives me such joy. It is what makes me jump out of bed every morning, knowing that I get to help women feel empowered, feel like they can accomplish anything. And from the journey that we go through to the women that I leave to go on and like dressing in what they love, they're two different women. And I just love seeing the transformation and the I always keep um, testimonials on my wall. I need to upload some more, but it's just on those days as a business owner when things are hard and you're like, oh, those days do happen. And I just remind myself that's my why. Those women are my why. And the feeling will just never get old. I just love it dearly.
Oh, Sophia, I love it. What quality do you think you have that makes you so good? When did you realize, I think I'm really good at this?
I think when I was probably 13, when I took over my downstairs cupboard at my mum's house and made it into a walk-in wardrobe with all my shoes aligned, all my clothes, all my accessories. Um, I knew that this is like my passion. I just loved organizing. And then I for years and years, I'll just do it for friends and family, style them. Everyone called me when they were going out, what should I wear? What should I wear? But I think that for me is it the pivotal moment was after having my daughter when everything changed for me. I just felt like I thought I had it all together back then, but really this is now me finding my way and I want to empower people to do that.
I love that. So give
Mm.
us some tips, Sophia. What are your three sort of best tips for sustainable dressing or sprucing up your wardrobe, recycling your things?
Mm. My three top tips would have to be to know what your style is and honor it, your authentic style. That is the key to a more sustainable wardrobe, knowing what your style is. That way, you are going to be less likely to make wardrobe mistakes, buying things because they look amazing on your best friend, and then you get them home and they're not quite right for you because they're not your style. So, knowing your style, and I do lots of things to because a lot of clients come to me and they're like, I don't know what my style is. And we work together to harness it through mood boards and questionnaires, all of that good stuff. I just had a client the other day, actually. I sent her mood board and she was like, I cannot believe how spot on it is. It's like what was in my mind is now on paper. So I just help to harness that out of you. So yeah, knowing your style is definitely up there. And I think that as a slash to that, it will be wear what you love, wearing what you love, not saving things for best. You know, we've all got things in our wardrobe that we're like, oh, but I'll save that for when I go out next, or I'll save that when something good happens or whatever. And it just sits there and sits there. Wearing what you love is gonna one, make you feel amazing all the time because you're wearing what you love. Two, not saving something for best, you're gonna be always at your best. Just think we all sit that bit taller, we all stand that bit taller, and we don't shy away from opportunity when we're wearing things we love. So that is definitely up there. And I don't know if it's third or fourth, but it's caring for the things that you've already got. Um, Caring for your clothes in a better way, whether that be hangers, make sure that you're hanging your things correctly, folding your things correctly, and not just shoving them in the drawer so they all get frictioned and bobbly. If you've got bobbles on your clothes, get a debobbler on your jumpers and things like that. So really think about how you can take better care of the things that you've already got before you need to go out and buy new. And if I was going to give you a bonus tip, I know you didn't ask for one, but I've got to give it. The bonus tip has to be is, and this is going to be really controversial because a lot of stylists don't agree with this, but it is, don't put your things into categories. Categories being, as soon as summer starts, you put all your winter stuff away. If it's space that you need, that's fair enough. But I would also say only a few things. We live in England. Our weather changes more than the most. Okay. And a lot of my clients I see time and time again, they're like, oh, it's got chilly in, chilly evenings, and they go and buy the jumpers when really the jumpers are in the attic. You know, it's that kind of thing. Or a special occasion pops up, but they've got all of their lovely dresses in the loft somewhere. It's all of those things. So really be mindful of the things that are in your wardrobe so they're able to transition with you throughout the year. That will help you be more sustainable.
Thank you so much, Sophia. I love it. There's a real way for doing this properly.
Absolutely.
Sophia, what are your plans, goals, dreams? Where are you taking your business?
Oh, that is a meaty question. I have got such big plans for this. The reason why Fine Tune Wardrobe is called Fine Tune Wardrobe is because it's not about me. I could have called it Sophia Styles or anything like that, but it's really not about me. I want this to be a community. I would love to make it into like a franchise and have lots of people that do what I do all over, because also what I do is that I come in, I redo your wardrobe, restyle you. Anything that's not for you anymore, I help you donate it to worthy causes like women's shelters or the homeless. And there's lots of those all over the country. So I want to be able to have lots of me around that can do what I do all over. And also, with that being said, and then I do the resale side of the business, and I would love to have a boutique somewhere that's like the HQ. I've literally, when you visualize something, I've really visualized it. A HQ where it's all pre-loved, gorgeous things for sale, and also once a month, women from women's shelters or women that are less fortunate come in once a month for a full-on fine-tuned makeover. So that is the goal.
Oh, amazing. Sophia, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you so much for having me.